I'm going to tell you how you start liking yourself. And that is, number 8, affirm joy with words. Let me give you a quote from Rudyard Kipling. I am by calling a dealer in words, and words are, of course, the most powerful drug used by mankind. I'm going to read it again because I love it. I'm kind of a word person. I'm a book addict, right? Okay. I am by calling a dealer in words, and words are, of course, the most powerful drug used by mankind. You know, there was an interesting study done by Becca Levy down at Yale, one of my favorite studies, and she had two groups of people over the age of 65 walk down a hall the length of a football field and measured their swing time, the amount of time the foot was off the floor, and the speed at which they walked. Then she had the two groups play computer games, and there were subliminal messages with words behind the screen in the computer game. One group got the words astute, wise, fun-loving. The other group got decrepit, useless, elderly, weak, sick. Okay, then she had both groups walk the length of the football field again, measured swing time again, and the time it took them to walk. The group that had the subliminal, uplifting words, astute, wise, healthy, vital, walked much faster, and their swing time, the amount of time the foot was off the floor, was far better. Now, you know the people with no swing time, they're the people with no crease in the shoe, and they get in front of you in the airport. They're like this. Okay. What? Okay. So I'm thinking the intervention for that is you go behind them. You know, they're not attending to their personal space anyway. But, you know, wouldn't this be fun to try? You go, and because, you know, you don't care anyway because you're over 50. And you go up to them and you go, astute, handsome, fabulous. And see if you could get a crease in the thing. Wouldn't that be interesting? Okay, so this is what you do with words. I do this. I want you to practice this. So here's what you do. You look in the mirror when you go out the door. It's nice to have a little mirror by the door. You know, you check yourself out. For me, it's always the greens in the teeth, you know, before you go out. And then you say, God, you're cute. You know? Fabulous dress. Oh, my God, who did your hair? Oh. Aren't you fantastic? Blow yourself a kiss. Say, I love you. And okay, so for a while, when you start to practice this, you'll feel like a complete jerk. That's okay. Remember, that is the ego. Everything good is outside. Your real self, everything good is inside. It's just talking to you. Oh, I love the way you're looking today. You are so hot. You know? These are affirmations. Do any of you do this? You know, yeah, okay, over something about that side of the room. Yeah. So, okay, during the break, you know, waiting, okay, you go and share with them the things you say. Now, out there at the book table, we have I Can Do It. That's Louise Hay's book full of affirmations. I have affirmations strewn throughout my book. They're a little harder to find. Louise is like the Cliff Notes. But it's always, you know, and depending on your age, you can say, oh, my menstrual cycle is the way I connect with the cycles of the moon and the tides, and isn't it fabulous, like that. You can do your body, all the things that you don't think are so hot. You just turn that around. That's called an affirmation. You affirm joy. Affirmations don't make something happen, they make something welcome. Remember that, right? They don't make something happen, they make something welcome. And over time, more and more and more of that stuff will come in. And then pretty soon you'll be saying, life is getting easier and easier. And it's more and more fun. And now I'm surrounded by really fun people. And that's how it works, little by little by little. Okay, number 9, let yourself be excited. Happiness and joy come from being excited about something. What do you get excited about? Do you know, what do you get excited about?
Coming here tonight.
Coming here tonight, that is good, okay. Same, being here, okay. Diane, what do you get excited about? Oh, Diane. Oh, Diane. A great lunch. We get excited about a great lunch. We do, yeah. I get excited by the size of the biscotti that comes with a cappuccino. Okay. Sunsets I can get excited about. A new novel that I can just fall into, like a big one that lasts a long time. I get excited about that. A nice hot bath, get excited about that. Shopping. Yeah, oh, you're here in Freeport. Yes, the shopping is really great. For those of you from away, you can just trot on down to LL Bean after this talk. They're open 24 hours a day. It's a very exciting store, all right? So anything that you get excited about, and make a list of that. And when you do something exciting, tell somebody. All of this is to reinforce the pathways of joy. They have to be reinforced, reinforced, reinforced. My friend Regina, Mama Gina of the Mama Gina School of Womanly Art says, undigested good turns to shit. Okay? So it's true, isn't it? So when something good happens, you have to brag about it. You need to tell somebody about it. Because what we usually do is we've got some bad news, we call everybody we can think of. But if we have some good news, people will think you're bragging and that you're retarded, right? Okay, so you're going to vet out your friends by how much joy and happiness they can stand coming from you. This is really, really important, isn't it? It's absolutely true. Absolutely true. Okay, and then finally, number 10, cultivate a relationship with the divine. A relationship with source energy with a capital S, because our higher self is what's really in charge, and our higher self is always happy and healed and whole right now. Happiness isn't a journey, it's now. It's the minute you decide to have happiness now for no good reason, despite all the evidence to the contrary. My sister was telling me the other night, you know, this is the one where we were doing the juice fast competition, right? And of course, I go to Sanaviv to do my juice fast, and but she goes to India and does panchakarma, where you eat mung bean soup and papayas for an entire month, nothing but that, and then you do incredible purges and stuff with clarified butter, and I don't know. But people she was there with said, we are who our higher self wanted to experience. Don't you love that? So your higher self is this bigger part of ourselves that sees it all, laughs at us, laughs with us. We are who our higher self wanted to experience. And she said in the Kabbalah, one of the words for God is certainty. Certainty. So when we begin something anew, when we begin a new regimen of exercise, a new regimen of joy, and we do it with certainty, we bring the energy of God into it. Now I want to end here with a prayer, and I want you to do this prayer for 7 consecutive days, every night before you go to bed or every morning when you get up. And this prayer comes from Seasons of Your Heart, Prayers and Reflections by Macrina Wiederkehr, Wiederkehr. It's one of the coolest prayers I have ever discovered. Are you ready? 7 days you're going to do this prayer. Here it is. Oh God, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. Amen. Going to repeat it. Oh God, help me to believe the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. Thank you very much. Thank you all.